Welcome to the PADI edition of Mastering Dive Tables and Decompression Theory. I'm Tech Clark, and I'll be your tutor, your guide, your coach as you become confident and proficient in the use of dive tables and the understanding of decompression theory. So, why is this course important? Well, if you're a diver, you need to determine how long you can stay at any given depth to safely plan and execute your dives. You also need to know the various circumstances that require special decompression rules to be followed. If you don't, then you risk decompression sickness, also known as the bends, a debilitating and even fatal consequence of improper dive planning. But you may be asking, haven't dive computers replaced dive tables? Although the use of dive computers is more and more commonplace, they're still a piece of technology and are prone to failure. One of the most common things we see on dive trips are individuals who go to use their computer and the battery is low or dead. This is especially true if you're doing multiple dives in a day or over multiple days. If your dive computer dies during multiple dives, you have to be able to account for your previous dives to properly plan for your future dives. That means using dive tables. Also, not everybody has access to dive computers. Beginning divers might not have enough money to invest in scuba gear, and rental gear often does not have dive computers as a normal part of the package. And for those of you who are becoming PADI scuba leaders, such as Divemasters and Instructors, you have an even greater reason to master dive tables. It's because you'll be helping divers plan their dives when they don't have dive computers or when their dive computers break. So, who is this course for? The Mastering Dive Tables and Decompression Theory course is for every diver, from beginner through instructor. Here's why. If you're a beginner, dive tables can be pretty challenging. This course will help you use dive tables easily as well as prepare you to pass your exams. If you're already a certified diver, but you could use a refresher on your dive tables, this course is perfect for you too. In fact, you'll learn some things. If you're an advanced diver, you'll do more complex diving, which requires more complex dive table figuring. And in this course, we cover every kind of different dive profile to use your dive tables. Plus, you'll want to benefit from the understanding of decompression theory. If you're becoming a PADI Dive Master, you'll be required to assist divers in planning their dives. And knowing how to work dive tables with divers is enormously important. That's why in Dive Master training, you'll have tremendous emphasis on not only working every combination of dive tables, but you'll need to know decompression theory. And this is one of the hardest areas in Dive Master exams in any agency. And for those of you who are becoming PADI instructors, IDC staff, or course directors, you have all the same reasons why a dive master must be able to master dive tables and decompression theory, but you all need to be able to teach it clearly and effectively to students at all levels of training. And since PADI teaches the use of dive tables, you need to master this area to teach it to others. So how are we going to get you to be masters of dive tables and decompression theory? Well, through the many features of this course. First, I will be your tutor and your guide. My name is Tech Clark, and not only have I been training dive instructors for over 30 years, I'm also a former National Scuba Training Agency director, former forensic dive accident investigator, and director for 2 university academic diving programs. I will use my successful teaching techniques so that you'll be proficient. In fact, I will share my special technique for achieving 100% accuracy when calculating dive tables. Your chapters include Chapter 2, The History of Decompression Theory. This is all about how it came to be, how it was discovered, and who were the key players to solve the problem of the mysterious and dreaded decompression sickness. In Chapter 3, Understanding Gases, you'll learn about the gases that affect us when diving, the physics associated with those gases when we're submerged underwater, and the laws of physics that can lead to problems underwater, especially decompression sickness. And Chapter 4 is all about decompression sickness. Exactly how divers can get it, the factors that bring it on, and those that can help prevent it, the types of DCS, signs and symptoms, first aid, and treatment. Chapter 5 teaches you about decompression models. That is, how dive tables and dive computers are designed to be successful, as well as an introduction to using dive tables. Your final chapters are on the specific use of the PADI Recreational Dive Planner. You will learn the table terms, rules, and methods. I will teach you tips and techniques that will help you easily and accurately plan and execute your dives, as well as pass your exams using your dive tables. And for your convenience, we use imperial and metric measurements. I will also present decompression theory in a unique way that is memorable, thorough, and easy to understand. During my presentations, words in yellow will be content often seen on exams, and you'll have a study guide that further defines these terms in the order they appear in the course. This is great to use when studying for your exams. And speaking of exams, you will also be given sample test questions. In fact, there are over 50 sample test questions for you to practice. These are dive table and decompression theory exam questions that are common at all levels of PADI certification. And they will cover every possible scenario that you would be tested on. Taking these questions will greatly help prepare you for your exams. You will learn all aspects of decompression theory that is typically associated with dive training up through the instructor level. If, however, you are an advanced technical diver or you are into helium and multiple dive computers for multiple gas mixes, this course does not go into those particular applications. For your convenience, there are 3 packages to choose from. The Diver package is specifically how to use the PADI Recreational Dive Planner. Its step-by-step directions on how to use all 3 tables and their rules is perfect for beginning divers as well as for those wanting a refresher on their dive tables. It includes a variety of dive table scenarios in both metric and imperial versions. In fact, I will take you through step-by-step over 30 examples of questions often seen on exams. The Pro package includes all of the Diver package content in how to use the PADI Recreational Dive Planner, and it also includes the enhanced decompression theory content which Divemasters and Instructors will be tested on. This includes gas laws, compartment models, half times, M values, and decompression sickness, just to name a few. The Pro package also includes a handy study guide that defines key terms taught along the way. These are testable terms often seen on Divemaster and Instructor exams. And finally, the Pro Deluxe Package has everything in both the Diver and Pro packages, as well as an entire course on how to use the PADI Electronic Recreational Dive Planner Multi-Level, also known as the eRDPml. This is yet another area PADI Divemasters and Instructors will be tested on and must know how to use thoroughly. The Pro Deluxe package also features 50 sample test questions in decompression theory and dive tables that are ideal for preparing to take your Dive Master or Instructor exams. Choose the package that is best for you. Decompression theory and dive tables is one of the hardest areas for PADI Divemaster and Scuba Instructor training. It is one of the top testing areas where students fail. Because of that, this course is extremely valuable and hopefully will prevent you from the embarrassment, the cost, and the time of having to make up exams. So let's remove your frustrations and doubts and get you started on your way to mastering decompression theory and dive tables.